Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another stream of my MLB The Show 20 franchise. Tonight, the Yankees and the Reds are going to do battle for Game 2 of this series. And as we've got a pretty good pitching matchup on the way. Oh, excuse me, 1 second. Hey, Grace, can you bring my phone, sweetie? Can you bring my phone to me, please? Sorry, I wanted to check the comment section. Can you bring my phone to me, please, sweetie? Thank you. Well, I'm sorry being a little unprepared here. We're going to have to get right into it as Garrett Cole has the start today for the Yankees as he comes in with a 3-1 record and a 3.03 ERA, the $300 million man, Garrett Cole. And we're about to get underway here. As leading off the inning will be Shogo Akiyama.
The center fielder.
He usually leads off in this situation. So we're underway from Yankee Stadium. Reds took Game 1 of the series yesterday, and away we go. And the first pitch by Cole is in there over the heart of the plate for a strike. And that'll quickly put the Yankees ahead in the count, 0-1. As you see, the Yankees coming at 16-4. It's good for first in the AL East. Swing and a miss by Shogo. And that's 2 strikes. So Garrett Cole lines up, gets ready for the pitch. Here it comes. And it's right over the middle of the plate. So not a good start to the inning for the Reds as they come out and take 3 pitches to Garrett Cole for 1 away here. I'm sorry I was a little disheveled, but so batting second now in the DH spot is Jesse Winker. And there's the pitch to Winker, and that's in there for a strike. So the Reds a little slow on offense here to start. Count 0-1 on Winker as he comes in with a 186 batting average. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. So Cole working very effectively here in the first inning, as one would expect. He's got Winker down 0-2, so he's got some pitches to play with here. 0-2 pitch on the way from Cole, rather. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 1. Pretty good day for baseball here at Yankee Stadium. 63 degrees, overcast, not too windy. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. Had rain last night in the game. 0-2 pitch from Cole. Here it comes. Swing and a miss by Winker. And quickly there, 2 away as Cole faces 2 batters and gets 2 strikeouts. So quickly 2 away in the inning, and the batter's Joey Votto over the outside corner of the plate for a strike. So the count moves to 0-1 on Votto. Comes in 167, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs. You'd like to get that average up a little bit better. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. So the count now at 1-1. Votto is third on the Reds in home runs. 1-1 pitch from Cole. Here it comes. That was fouled away. 89-mile-an-hour changeup. That's a quick changeup. That's a fastball for some people. 1-2. Swing and a miss by Votto. And the inning's over. So Cole faces 3 batters and puts them all 3 down on strikes. We're through a half inning here at Yankee Stadium. No score. So pitching for the Reds today is the rookie out of Illinois, Steve Bivens, who's got 3 starts, 2-0 record on the season, ERA of 1.47, so he's been very effective. You can see right there the 12 strikeouts and only 3 walks, so been a very pleasant surprise for this Reds starting rotation, but he'll have his work cut out of him for today as he faces a very tough Yankees lineup. Butterfly's got to be going a little bit forward as he gets this start in iconic Yankee Stadium. He's going to deliver the first pitch here to Wade. And that's down low for ball one. And you see the Reds come in at 9 and 10. That's good for third in the NL Central. So Bivens gets the sign and now delivers. Here's the pitch. And that's low for ball two, so a little bit of control problems here to start for Bivens. He's down to the count, 2 balls and no strikes to Tyler Wade. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike, so the count moves to 2-1 on Wade. 2-1 pitch on the way, here it comes. It's down low for ball 3, so the count moves to 3-1. Urshela on deck. Don't want to walk the leadoff hitter if you could avoid it. We'll see what Bivens does here on 3-1. Here's the pitch. That's grounded to Senzel, who throws over to Votto. And they get the first out of the inning. So let's take a look at that starting lineup for the Yankees. As you see, Wade leading off, Urshela, Torres, Stanton, Miguel Andujar batting 5th and DH, Luke Voigt batting 6th, Sanchez at 7th, the catcher, Brett Gardner, center field at 8, Aaron Hicks playing right field and batting 9th for this tough Yankees lineup. We'll bring up Gio Urshela with his .266 earned run average. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
And that's 1-0. So Bivens some early control problems here. See if he can get that figured out. 0-1 pitch.
Whoa,
It's just low for ball 2, so the count moves to 2-0. Urshela hitting pretty good here over the last 8. He's got his average up to 343. Here's 2-0 pitch from Bivens. On the way, it's just low. Tried to get him in there with the sinker, and that goes to run the count to 3-0 with Torres on deck. So Urshela should have a pretty good pitch to hit here. 3-0 pitch on the way. And just missed out of the zone. Bivens wondering where that call was. It's going to go as a walk, though, so that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. So Bivens here, a little bit of one-out trouble. Pitching meter's kind of acting funny tonight. No excuses, but I'm not going to lie. 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0. Damn it. All right, let's get to business here. So Bivens now down to the count, 2 balls to no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's grounded, could be 2. Moustakas to Senzel, over to Votto, inning over. So Bivens gets the 1-out walk, but gets out of it with a double play. We move to the top of the 2nd inning, no score. Be back to here in a minute. Leading off the second here is Eugenio Suarez coming in with that 10-game hitting streak, and I want to thank everybody who is listening tonight, as I think the chat room's having some problems, by the way, just to kind of give you a heads up here. So Suarez going to step in here in the 2nd inning and take low for ball 1. Cole signed that huge contract with the Yankees in the offseason, as that's high for ball 2. He pitched a few years with the Astros. Originally came up with the Pirates, but really got his big payday. It's in there for a strike to Eugenio Suarez. That'll move the count to 2-1. But yeah, Cole got the big payday, and swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So the count moves to 2-2. just outside of the zone for ball 3, so the count runs full with Moose on deck. He had a big home run last night. He was the hero as he went deep in that 11th inning and ultimately helped the Reds get the swing and a miss, strike 3. So Suarez down on strikes, 4 batters. Hey, Grace, can you calm it down a little bit, please? So 4 batters and 4 strikeouts for Garrett Cole. Controller's a little touchy tonight. I don't know what's going on here. Well, we got to play it. A little touchy on the swing at least. So Mike Moustakas is stepping in now with his .222 average. Cole delivers. Swing and a miss. So Moustakas is quickly down 0-1 as Garrett Cole is absolutely cruising through this Reds lineup so far. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, he's just a little late on that, and the count runs to 0-2. So here's the pitch from Cole. Swing and a miss by Moustakas. So it's looking like it's going to be one of those games as Garrett Cole, 5 faced, 5 strikeouts.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
So 2 away here in the inning, and Nicholas Castellanos coming to the plate. Cole gets the side. Here's the pitch. High over the heart of the plate. He's not playing around tonight. Castellanos comes in with that .319 batting average. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
So the count moves to 0-2 on Castellanos. Cole looking to go 6 for 6, 6 batters and 6 strikeouts. If he gets the strikeout here, that's what's going to happen. Pitch on the way coming. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. So Castellanos goes down on strikes. Cole has faced 6 batters and has 6 strikeouts. We move to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. A little technical issue here is my son was complaining about this earlier. The button. There seems to be a lag here. I'm not sure what's going on, but anyway, we got to play. So Stanton coming in. Got to adjust though. So that's the first pitch is a ball to Stanton as he won the 2017 NL Hank Aaron Award when he was with the Fish. 1-0 pitch on the way. Here it comes. That's just inside. A pretty good sinker there by Bivens, and that'll run the count to 2-0. He's had some issues with the control here early on. Pitch on the way. Popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Tucker Barnhart settles under it. He's got a beat on it, and he makes the catch. 1 down here in the inning for the Yankees. Let's take a look at that Reds defense. Castellanos, Shogo Akiyama, and Aristides Aquino from left, right in the outfield. Eugenio Suarez at third. Senzel, Moustakas, and Joey Votto playing first. Your battery today. Bivens doing the pitching, and Tucker Barnhart behind the plate. So what out here in the inning, and up to the plate here is Miguel Andujar. Bivens ready. Here's the pitch. Right over the plate for a strike, so he gets ahead 0-1 in the count. Andujar comes in with that .287 batting average and 5 home runs on the season. So Bivens gets the side. The pitch. That's a high pop over to Aquino, who's there to make the catch. And there's 2 outs here in the inning, and that'll bring up Luke Voigt. Having all kinds of problems tonight. I got one headphone working too on the side, so kind of a distracting night. Luke Voigt up to bat here.
Nope.
And that's a pretty good pitch, but just low on the curve. So Voigt will go ahead 1-0 on the count. Bivens gets the sign, makes the pitch here. That's in there for a strike. So Voigt
1-1.
coming in right at the Mendoza line of the season at 200. Count even in one. Bivens gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's just outside for ball 2. So Bivens, I said, made his rookie debut against the Cardinals just a few weeks ago, and he's had pretty good success so far in the major leagues. As that's popped up, Barnhart's got a beat on it, and he makes the catch, and the inning's over. We'll talk more Bivens here in a little bit. We're cruising right along here. We're through 2 innings already at Yankee Stadium, no score. Aquino, Barnhart, and Senzel coming up. So here to talk a little bit, though, we're having some issues here. Now, we'll look at the pitching stats here for Garrett Cole as he's having himself a fine season. But let's get back. It looks like the chat's disconnected right now, so I apologize if for anybody out there that's listening, we're not going to be able to interact. And that's a shame because I love talking to you guys. Leading off the third here for the Reds is Aristides Aquino as he comes in with that .350 batting average. He's got one long bomb on the season. Cole has absolutely annihilated this offense so far. Here's the pitch, and that's high for ball 1. So count 1-0 on Aristides Aquino, who had the fine rookie campaign last year. Remember, he came in and hit all those home runs as that's down low for ball 2. I want to say it was his first, 20 games. He had like 9 home runs. Swing and a miss. So the count runs to 2-1 on Aquino. Cole delivers. Here's the pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. So good hitters count here for Aquino. Maybe a chance to get something started for the Reds. 3-1 on the way. Could be swinging hard here on this one. 3-1 pitch. And that's inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Aquino gets things started here for the Reds in the 3rd inning. No score. There we go. I got my sound back on both of the headphones here. Just having all kinds of problems tonight. 0-1 on Barnhart. Cole with the delivery. Here it comes. And that's hit. A high fly ball out to center field. That one's going deep, and that ain't coming back. It's a home run for Tucker Barnhart. Having all kinds of problems with the audio and everything, but Barnhart goes deep. His 2nd home run in 3 games, his 4th of the season, gives the Reds the early 2-0 lead. As we'll take a look at the replay here, Barnhart just absolutely unloaded and got a hold of that one. And that one flew a long way as we'll get the distance on that one. 435. Long feet. So Barnhart getting the party started, and the Reds are up 2-0 here in the top of the 3rd. So Cole has himself a little trouble. That's the first batter that he didn't either. That's the first hit he gave up in the game with a big blast there. Puts the Reds up 2-0. Senzel up 1-0 here on Garrett Cole. Here's the pitch. And nearly hit him. So that'll run the count to 2-0. Barnhart is playing pretty well here. He had a big home run on Thursday night against the Giants. That got things started early and got them up 3-0. Swing and a miss by Senzel. I'll run the count to 2-1. Senzel had a home run yesterday in a pretty big victory for the Reds. So 2-1 on the way. That is down low. Cole didn't get the call and he wanted it. Reds will take it though. So
That's ball 4.
and that's ball 4 as the
Now batting, number 4.
Yes, Cole having problems. I'm sorry. I'm having some issues here tonight with the audio, so I apologize. Sometimes technology is not our friend. So Akiyama coming up here. So we'll just have to kind of play on here. So there's Akiyama coming up here as the lineup turns over for the Reds. So 2 in on the inning and nobody out. Akiyama comes up with Senzel at first. Here's the pitch.
Outside.
And that's outside for ball 1. So the count quickly moves to 1-0. And you see Akiyama has the 4 runs scored here in the last 3 games. So he's been very productive at the top of this lineup. Here's the pitch by Cole, and that's just going to clip the zone. High strike call there, but a strike nonetheless. And I think it was a good call. Just hope Bivens gets those calls too. 1-1 on the way from Cole. Here it comes. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
So the count moves to 1-2 on Akiyama. Pitch from Cole on the way. Here it comes. And that's poked. And it's going to be caught by the third baseman, so 1 away in the
Now
inning.
Designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
No,
Throw over to first. So Cole in a little bit of trouble here. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
So the count moves to 0-1 on Winker, who comes in at 189 on the season. Here's the pitch from Garrett Cole on the way. Fouled away. So the count moves to
Oh, that's down.
1-2 there on the pitch. So Cole delivers. Here's the pitch. And that's popped up. I don't know if it's going to get down. Nope, not going to. So there's 2 away. So that'll bring up Joey Votto, who was a strikeout victim back in the first inning.
Joey Votto.
Here's the pitch. That's popped up. The center field should be caught. Play should be made, and the inning's over. But the Reds get 2 runs on the Tucker Barnhart 2-run home run. We're through 2.5 here at Yankee Stadium. It's Reds 2 and the Yankees nothing. So leading things off in the 3rd inning here for the Yankees is Gary Sanchez. He had a big home run in last night's game. So Bivens gets the sign, and here's the pitch. It's just outside for ball 1. So you see Sanchez 9 runs scored in the last 9 games. So he's been pretty effective. Bivens gets the sign. And here's the pitch. It's lined in a left field for a base hit. So that's the first Yankees hit of the game. Gary Sanchez coming through with the leadoff single for the Yankees. And that'll bring up Brett Gardner. And that's inside for ball one, so count moves to 1-0. So we were talking about Bivens last inning. Bivens, a rookie pitcher here for this Reds team. Very talented, was the number 2 prospect in the country as that one dances low for ball 2. And he made the big league club this year out of spring training. And so far through 3 starts, that one dances low. The count now 3-0 as he's kind of running into some of the troubles that he ran into back in the first inning. But he's had 3 pretty effective starts here to begin his career. The 0 pitch on the way. And that just clips the outside corner of the strike zone to bring the count to 3-1. So the Reds have high hopes that he can continue to pitch like this, as that one's lined into right field, a base hit. So that's going to rattle around, and it's going to be a double for Gardner. So trouble brewing in the inning here for Bivens and the Reds as Gardner picks up his 5th double of the season. And runners now at 2nd and 3rd. And nobody out, so Bivens going to have to buckle down and make some good pitches here. That'll bring up Baron Hicks, 275 average with a home run on the season and the 6 RBIs. Of course, everybody that the Yankees, the pitching matchups are all the first because he's never faced the Yankees. They wouldn't play each other that much anyway. And a pretty good pitch there by Bivens, but spoiled there. So foul ball for a strike. You see Aaron Hicks was 0 for 3 yesterday with the 2 strikeouts. 0-1 on the way. Here it comes. Just inside for ball 1, so that'll even the count up at 1. Bivens was really effective last Sunday as he went 6 1/3 strong, or 5 1/3 strong. I think that was a little wild, but Barnhart makes a good play on that to stop it and keeps the runners at bay. But he pitched very well on Sunday as that's popped up. I don't know if he has a play on that, as that's going to fly out. And Hicks gets the 3-run homer, so Bivens was flirting with trouble all game long, and it comes back to bite him. And just like that, the Yankees are up 3-2 here in the 3rd inning. And I tell you, you cannot
Second baseman,
That's a ball.
now back, number 29.
Oh, that one outside for ball 1. And the count moves to 1-0 on Urshela. So let's see what the Rook has here, as he's going to have to see if he can battle back. That's in there for a strike, so the count even up at 1 here. It's a tough test for a rookie as the runner's going. Barnhart going to fire. That is, he's out at the plate. You can't run on Barnhart. That's given, as we'll look here at Wade, and yep, Moustakas got that tag in, so good Barnhart throws that off the knees. He's one of the better ones in the National League, and he got it that time. So 1 away here as the single is erased. Still got Urshela here, though, so here's the pitch. That's fouled away for strike 2. So the count moves to 1-2 now. Pitch on the way from Bivens. Here it comes. And that's going to loop in there for a base hit and find the grass. It just landed in front of Aquino, so Bivens is having problems. Might have to get a mound visit out here, as he's seemingly just not got it here in this 3rd inning. As you can see again, the replay, that dumps right out in front of Aquino. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get the mound visit going and try to calm him down a little bit. As you see on the line there, he's been very wild. 21 balls, 21 strikes. That's not very good. But we'll see if we can get out of it here. So sometimes you just don't go your way. Here's the pitch, and that's just down low for ball 1. So count moves to 1-0 on Gleyber Torres, whom the Yankees acquired from the Chicago Cubs in the Aroldis Chapman trade. And that's wild, but the runner's not going to move up, but that's going to be a wild pitch. So I don't know what's going on here, but Bivens might not be long for this game as he's really struggling.
Nope.
That's high for ball 2, or ball 3, excuse me. So that count moves to 3-0. As this 3rd inning just continues to go on. 3-0 pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. So the count moves to 3-1 as a good comeback pitch there. And you can see on his ledger, he's got 24 balls and 22 strikes. So he is going to have to get a little more in the zone here. 3-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Clips the top corner of the strike zone for strike 2 on Torres. So the count moves to 3-2. It's a big moment for a rookie coming into Yankee Stadium. It's probably got the butterflies coming. The 2 pitch on the way. Ring him up for strike 3. So Bivens comes back from down 3-0 and gets the strikeout on Torres. So good pitching there by Bivens. As we take a look at the replay there, I think that was outside, but hey, we'll take it.
Nope.
First pitch to Stanton is a ball, so the count moves to 1-0. Stanton's 1 of 6 on the series here. He popped out in the 2nd. 1-0 pitch on the way from Bivens. Here it comes, and that's in there for a strike, so the count evens up at 1. You see Stanton batting .394 in his last 7. Here's the pitch on the way, down low for ball 2. So when your manager comes to you and says, hey, your 4th career start's going to be at Yankee Stadium, it's going to make you a little nervous, I would say. I don't know. Here's the pitch as Stanton shoots one into the gap. That might just fly out. It does. And Stanton goes deep for the Yankees. And the horror continues here in this 3rd inning as Stanton ropes a line drive over the fence in center field for his 2nd home run of the season, his 8th home run of the season. And the Yankees have played at 5 and lead 5-2 here in the 3rd inning. So they're not treating the rookie very well today. As we get a look at that replay there, he left that over the heart of the plate as that one travels 416 feet. So Reds got their work cut out for them. There's, I don't know, that must have been a miscommunication there. It looked like Barnhart could have got that, and they're not on the same page. And I have to get somebody up in the bullpen here before too long. The Yankees all in a good mood right now because of this big 5-run inning, and that's up high for ball 2. The moment seems to be getting pretty big for the kid. So 2-0 on Andujar. Let's see what the Rook has. Here's the pitch. That's down low for ball 3. So the count moves to 3-0. And when you don't throw strikes, this is what happens. 3-0 pitch on the way to Andujar.
Nope. Ball 4.
And 4-pitch walk issued to Andujar, so trouble continues as Bivens is having a heck of a time getting out of this inning. And I don't know how much of a leash he's going to have here, as we'll have Voigt step up to the plate. He's under the Mendoza line at 197. He grounded out in his first at bat. There, Bivens going to get ahead in the count there. The fastball over the plate for a strike. You see Luke Voigt has 3 RBIs over his last 5 games. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it is. And that's down low. Another wild pitch. And going to throw. So the pitch on the way here. Here it comes. That's lined up the middle. That's going to be another base hit. So I'm still having problems with this headset here. I'm sorry. He's given up 7 hits in 2 2/3 innings. They're going to let him pitch out of it, though. Try to, at least. Gary Sanchez coming up to plate. Probably could have got the call there, but I guess when you're Wild, you're going to probably not get those calls. That one's lined and foul. So the count evens up in 1-1 here. At this point, you just got to try to keep this game within reach as that one dances down low for ball 2, because 5-2 is not, it's not an insurmountable comeback to come from. It's the mountain's not too high to climb. But if you get it to 8-2, 7-2 or whatever, then your mountain gets harder to climb. Bivens reaches out there, goes over to Votto, and the inning's over. But the Yankees have themselves quite the party here in the 3rd inning as they score 5 times. We move to the top of the 4th. It's Yankees 5 and Reds 2. So leading off the inning for the Reds is Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So Cole delivers, and that's outside for ball 1. So the count quickly moves to 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And 2-0 there on the pitch. So Cole delivers here. Here's the pitch to Suarez. Swing and a miss.
2-1.
Gave him the heater there, so the count moves to 2-1 on Garrett Cole. Or Suarez. Cole delivers here, and that's a high pop. Don't think it's going to get out, though, as it's going to be reined in by the center fielder for out number 1. So 1 away here in the inning, with the Yankees leading the Reds 5-2 in Game 2 of this 3-game set. And Mike Moustakas coming to the plate now. So Cole delivers here. Here's the pitch to Moose. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
So the count moves to 0-1 on Moustakas. Cole delivers again. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. So quickly, Moustakas down to count 0-2. Cole delivers. Here it comes. And that's down low for ball one. Cole's been a lot more effective than Bivens has this game. As you can see, he's got the 33 strikes to 18 balls. Pitch count not too bad either. So Cole gets the side out, takes the delivery. Here's the pitch. That was fouled away by Moustakas, so the count remains at 1-2. Cole gets side. Here's the pitch. That one's outside, way outside for ball two. So swing and a miss by Moustakas.
The left fielder, number 2.
So there's one away here in the inning as I'm still trying to fumble with this headset. So Cole delivers here to Castellanos. Here's the pitch, and that's grounded up the middle to second base. Go over to first in time, and there's 2 away. Oh, there's 3 away, excuse me. It's been one of those nights, folks. We're through 3.5. It's 5-2 Yankees. So we move to the 4th here. The Yankees up 5-2.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, Red Gardner.
So Gardner going to lead off here in the 4th inning. Bivens had a rough 3rd inning. Here's the pitch as that's outside for ball one. Frustrating night so far for the Reds. So a 1-0 pitch from Bivens. Here it comes. That's down low for ball two. So not going too well for Bivens tonight. He gave up the 5 runs. Oh, 2-0 on the way. Here it comes.
Ball 3.
And that's just outside. I guess that's what's going to happen when you're inconsistent in the strike zone. You're not going to get those calls from the umpire. So 3-0 pitch on the way. Here it comes. That's in there for a strike, so the count moves to 3-1. Boy, it's been a frustrating night. And that one's hit a ton, way back. And that one's gone. So the 3rd home run of the day for the Yankees. This one off of Gardner with the solo shot, and they take a 6-2 lead. So Aaron Hicks comes to plate now. And that's down low for ball one, so the count quickly to 1-0. And that Reds bullpen's going to get going here as Bivens has not been on his A game today, to say the least. As we'll get Wade Miley up. and Robert Stevenson. So here's the pitch by Bivens. On its way. And that's in there for a strike, so the count quickly moves to 0-1. These Yankees, I tell you, they can hit, and it was well advertised as Hicks goes out of the zone and does a favor for Bivens to bring the count to 1-2. But yeah, this Yankees team wasn't 16-4 by accident. 1-2 pitch on the way, here it comes. And that's fouled away by Hicks to bring the count to 1-2, as he was the villain back in the third inning, as he got the party started, as that one's low for a 2-2 count. But he got the party started, and it's been all Yanks ever since. So 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Hicks swings through the fastball. That's Bivens' second strikeout of the day. And there's one out here in the inning. As you see the replay here, Bivens buckled down and got the strikeout on Aaron Hicks. So one away here in the inning, and the lineup turns over. So Tyler Wade's going to come up now. So Bivens gets the sign, and here's the delivery, and that's high but it's going to be a strike. So one strike there on Wade. As you see, he's 1 for 2 today with the single. That was back last inning, so he's already back up. Just shows you how well they did last inning. And this Yankees team can put up runs in a bunches, as that falls outside ball 1. They can put them up in bunches, folks, and they have done that here these last 2 innings, scoring 6 times in the third and fourth innings.
2 balls, 1 strike, count.
That's low for ball 2, so the count moves to 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way, fouled away by Tyler Wade. You know, Yankee Stadium's one of those places where when you're an opponent and you come in, it's always tough as the count runs full to 3-2. And this could be the last batter that Bivens faces, as he's just not had it tonight, folks. So 3-2 pitch on the way, here it comes. And that's grounded over to Moustakas, who makes a fine play. Throw to Votto. But the play is not made, so that's going to have to be an error on, it looks like Moustakas on the low throw. He knows he should have made a better play than that. You didn't probably have to hurry on that either. So that'll bring up Gio Urshela. And they're going to leave Bivens out there. They might be playing with fire here. They're already down 6-2. This game, if it's not getting away as the runner goes, Barnhart throws over, not going to be a play. So stolen bag on Bivens. You got to check the runner. You've just got to check the runner. I know you're a rookie, but I mean, look at that lead he had. And that's just a lack of checking the runner. So, for John here, though, it's the little things. As that skips away from Barnhart for the umpteenth time today, so things have just not gone well for the Reds this evening. Just one of those games. That one's down low and outside for ball 2, so the count moves to 2-1. It has been one of those days because I've been having technical difficulties over here on my end, and then it's just not been going well for the Reds. So 2-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. That's grounded to Votto. He'll throw over to Bivens. It's a foot race to the bag. And Bivens will win it. And there's 2 away in the inning. That'll bring up Gleyber Torres, who's 0 for 2 with the strikeout and the ground out. Looking to get something in. He's got a runner at third, so a hit means a run for the Yankees. Here's the pitch, and that's line for a base hit up to Shogo Akiyama. That's going to bring in Gardner. And the Yankees are up 7-2. So a good piece of hitting by by Torres. And that's probably going to be all she wrote for Bivens, as he has a tough day, his toughest day of his career so far. So Bivens' day is done. Robert Stevenson's going to come in and try to get this one back on the tracks, as you're going to have starts like this, but you just got to shake it off and be ready for next time. I'm sure he will. But meanwhile, the task at hand is the New York Yankees, and Robert Stevens is going to come in, and he's had a fine season to start this year, as he's got the 7 appearances. He's 1-0, not a run scored on him. You can see the averages. Doesn't matter if you're on the right side or the left side. He's either effective or he's effective. So Robert Stevens is going to come in, and the Reds have got a tall mountain to climb today if they want to try to come back, as that one is in there for a strike. So the count moves to 0-1 on Giancarlo Stanton, who had a home run back in the third. In that big third inning, they scored, with the Yankees to go on to score 5 runs, as that one dances inside for ball 1. So the count moves to the count moves to 1-1, and Stevenson, who made this team out of spring training, gonna have to do some good pitching. We're gonna have to get some good pitching from the bullpen tonight for the Reds to be able to come back. We're gonna have to get Garrett Cole off the mound, probably more than anything, as that one dances outside for ball 2. The count moves to 2-1 on Stanton. So 2-1 pitch on the way. Here it is. Fouled away by Stanton. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Stanton. So Stanton goes down on strikes, and the inning is over. 2 more runs come across, though, for the Yankees. They lead 7-2, heading to the 5th. So we move to the 5th inning here. We're going to get a Heidi Watney update. So go back to the pitching line on Bivens. He lasted 3 2/3 innings and gave up the 7 earned runs. So yikes. You come in with a 147 earned run average, that's going to climb. I don't feel like doing the math in my head, but I'm sure that the earned run average is going to absolutely explode. But hopefully the Reds can get some offense going here as we move to the 5th inning. 7-2 Yanks. Cole gets the sign. Here's the pitch, as that's high for ball 1. So Aristides Aquino getting a start tonight out in right field. He's been pretty good off the bench this year, as you see with that .350 average. Swing and a miss by Aquino, so that'll even the count up at 1. Cole's a tough pitcher to hit off of. 1-1 pitch on the way. And that's down low for ball 2, so count moves to 2-1 on Aristides Aquino. Aquino looking to crack. He figured to be a bigger part of that lineup, but the swing and a miss there. He figured to be a bigger part of the Reds lineup, but he just didn't show it in spring training, as he fans there for strike 3 and 1 away here in the inning as Cole picks up his 8th strikeout. Tucker Barnhart got this game started, or he gave the Reds a brief 2-0 lead with his 2-run homer back in the 3rd inning. That's a swing and a miss by Barnhart, so the count moves to 0-1. As you see the shift there for the Yankees as they got everybody loaded up on that right side, anticipating the ball to come to that right side with the lefty Barnhart. That's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So the count moves to 0-2 on Tucker Barnhart. Cole delivers here. Here's the pitch, and that's inside for ball 1. So the count moves to 1-2 here as Cole gave up the 2-run gopher ball to this man, but that's really been about it. And that's going to find a gap there for the base hit, or find some grass there for a base hit. So Barnhart's 2 for 2 today. and he's got himself a single. So the Reds got something going here in the 5th inning. We'll see if they can capitalize on this, as the lineup will not turn over. It's going to be Senzel up to the plate here. He walked back in the 3rd inning. So Cole gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike. Thought that may have been a little high, but the umpire thought it was a strike. So the count moves to 0-1 on Garrett Cole. Here's the pitch. And that's right up the middle. Base hit. I thought for a second that maybe Cole had got a glove on it, because it's kind of hard to tell. He almost did, but it went right between his legs. So the kick is up, and it's good. So 2 on for the Reds with Shogo Akiyama at the plate and 1 out. So let's see if the Reds can get something going here, because that's outside for ball 1. So a little cooking going on here in the kitchen for the Reds here in the 5th inning. Shogo patiently awaits the Garrett Cole pitch. It's on the way. Here it comes. And that's a swing and a miss. Way late on that swing by Akiyama. And the count moves to 1-1. Here's the pitch. And that's outside for ball 2. So the count moves to 2-1 on Shogo Akiyama. Akiyama, the big free agent prize out of the Japanese League. The Reds signed him. Several teams wanted him. And it's as usual, you got to kind of get the bidding war going for these Japanese League players. Swinging and a miss, strike 3, as Cole swung at something in his face, or Akiyama swung at something in his face, and there's 2 out in the inning. And you see the replay there. He had swung it at his face and waited until the ball was in Gary Sanchez's glove. That's usually not the approach that many major leaguers want to take, because you usually find yourself walking back to the bench. So 2 away for Winker, and he swings at something up in his face as well. He must have been studying Akiyama on that. So the count moves to 0-1, as Winker, who's struggled to get off the schneid this season. Here's the pitch, and that's going to fall for a base hit. So coming around 3rd is Winker, and there's not going to be a play at the plate, and so Winker with the 2-out RBI single gives the Reds another run, and gets this game a little bit closer, as now they trail 7-3, and that'll bring up Joey Votto. So the Reds hanging in there. Swing and a miss by Votto. So the count moves to 0-1. Cole going to deliver here. Swing and a miss. Another one chased out of the zone. That's something the Reds haven't done a lot of this last week. That one dances away. Runner's going to advance. There's the play at 3rd, and he's out. So Nick Senzel takes the gamble, and it doesn't pay off, but the Reds get another run as they pull a little closer. They're through 4.5 at 7-3 Yankees.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
So Miguel Andujar to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Yankees. They're up 7-3. Stevenson gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's outside for ball 1. So the count moves to 1-0 on Andujar. As you see, he's batting .538 his last 3 games. That one's grounded over to Moustakas, an easy play over to Votto. And there's 1 out here in the 5th. So 1 batter, 1 out for Stevenson. As you see, Bivens' line there was pretty ugly. 3 2/3 gave up the 9 hits and the 7 runs, 6 of them earned. You got to shake it off and just be ready for your next turn in the rotation. And I think he'll be up, against the Diamondbacks on Friday. So he'll be ready to get out there, but going to have to wait a few days to get redemption. Stevenson finds the bottom of the strike zone for strike one on Luke Voigt. Here's a pitch by Stevenson. That's grounder to Suarez. Nice pick there. Takes his time, throws over to Votto, and there's 2 away here in the 5th inning. So that'll bring up Gary Sanchez, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a run this game. Comes in with that .328 batting average. Stevenson, here's the pitch. And that clips the outside corner of the strike zone for strike one. Stevenson, the pitch. Down low from ball one. Yeah, Stevenson's been somewhat of a savior out of that bullpen. You see he's only got the .090 earned run average. But there's somebody that really didn't come in with a lot of hype. As that one dances outside for ball two. But he has found himself a niche in the bullpen, and he keeps pitching like that, he's going to have himself a job permanently. That was fouled away by Sanchez. But Stevenson has been mighty fine, and I've enjoyed watching him pitch. It's very comforting as he gets a swing and the miss there on Gary Sanchez, and that's going to end the inning. And as I was talking about, as Stevenson makes you feel comfortable when he's in there, he doesn't give up runs. He hasn't given up one yet. We're through 5 here at Yankee Stadium. It's the Yankees 7 and the Reds 3. So leading off the top of the 6th for the Reds is going to be Joey Votto. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Come on, Joe. We can use a base hit here. Let's get the Reds back in this game. Swing and a miss by Votto, so the count moves to 0-1. Reds have been a little bit impatient at the plate today, as they've just not been swinging at their pitches. Now, granted, you're facing the likes of Garrett Cole, and it's not like he's a bad pitcher, because that's in there for strike 2. But when you're facing a pitcher like Garrett Cole, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot make his life easier, because he's going to make your life difficult as is. Swing and a miss by Votto, and he goes down on strikes as Garrett Cole collects his 10th strikeout of the day. Let's take a look at that replay, and he just again. Now that time we've been talking. I've been talking that the Reds have been swinging out of the strike zone, but that was not the case there. But that's been the case a lot of times. Eugenio Suarez now steps to the plate, and he sends a high pop fly to center field. Center fielder camps under it and makes the play for 2 away here in the inning. That'll bring up Mike Moustakas, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Had a really ugly strikeout last at bat. Let's see if he can turn it around here. So, knuckleball there down low for strike 1 on Moustakas. Cole delivers. Here's the pitch. And that's outside for ball 1. 1-1 on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Moustakas is hell-bent on going out of the zone. Come on, Moosey. And that was fouled away, made contact, but that's 98 miles an hour on the fastball. That's why Cole got the big bucks. Inside for ball 2. And Cole was the coveted free agent of the 2020 free agent class. And he signed the long-term deal with the Yankees. That one's fouled away as Moustakas hangs in. The Yankee fans got to feel a little spoiled as they've got an owner that will go out and spend the big bucks to bring the big free agents in. But then with that comes the expectation from this fan base that they want this Yankees team to win. That one lined and going to be caught. So Moustakas put a good piece of wood on it, but hit it right at the center fielder. No score for the Reds here in the 6th. We move to the bottom half. It's the Yankees 7 and the Reds 3. So leading off for the 7th inning leading off for the bottom of the 6th here for the Yankees is Brett Gardner. He's 2 for 2 with the home run and the double. Stevens coming out for the 3rd inning as he's been pretty effective out of the bullpen. And that pitch just dances outside for ball 1, so the count moves to 1-0 as you see Brett Gardner with the, if you're watching home run milestone, he's got 125. That one dances outside for ball 2, so the count quickly moves to 2-0. But going back to the conversation last inning, this Yankees team will spend money, but with that though, and with your Brian Cashman, that puts the onus on you. Is you cannot lose. There's no rebuild, as most teams, as that one's in there for a strike, most teams will go through the ups and downs of, hey, our team's really good, or oh, we're going to reset it. The Yankees, oh no, they don't do rebuilds. As that's lined to left field for a base hit, Castellanos comes in and makes the play and gets it in. So a leadoff single for Brett Gardner, and he's a triple away from hitting for the cycle today. But that's the tough one to get. Aaron Hicks coming up. You can see here back in the 3rd inning, he got the big 3-run blast to get things started for the Yankees. The Yankees trailed 2-0 at that moment, but that blast there put them up 3-2, and the Yankees haven't looked back since. So he comes up with a runner at first with nobody out, and here's the pitch, and it's just outside for ball 1. But that's got to be a little bit of pressure on Brian Cashman, is that, and that one's hit a ton, and it's just going to crawl over the wall for a home run. So Aaron Hicks delivers his first of the day, a 2-run shot over the center field wall, and the Yankees are putting on a home run derby here as they lead 9-3. That's their 4th home run of the day, as that one just snuck over the wall. I didn't know it was going to get over the wall there for a second. Let's take a look at the replay here, as this was more the laser beam variety, but it just got into the bullpen, and the Yankees find themselves up 9-3 here in the 6th inning. So the Reds are going to go back to the bullpen, and they're going to bring in Wade Miley. So Stevenson didn't have a bad day, but kind of ended on a sour note. Wade Miley has been up and down this season, but he comes in with the .591 earned run average. He's got 8 appearances. He's 1-1. He's pretty good against the lefties, but the righties, as you would expect, have given him fits. So Miley gets a sign. Here's the pitch, and that's high for ball 1. All Yankees here, 9-3, as the lineup turns over, and Tyler Wade is at the plate, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a run. 1-0 on the way from Malley, and that's down low for ball 2. Or Wade Miley, excuse me, Tyler Malley. So 2-0 on the way. Here it comes. And that's grounded over to Moose. He'll scoop it up and throw over to Votto. And there's one away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 29.
That'll bring up Gio Urshela. Urshela 1 for 2 on the day. Miley gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and that's gonna call a strike on that. I guess he went around. I couldn't have been called an automatic strike. That was way out of the zone. That one's popped up. Moose got a beat on it. Yes, he does. And there's 2 away. Thought that might sneak in there, maybe drop into no man's land as you had the Bermuda Triangle out there in the center field, right field, second base exchange. But Moustakas was able to nail that, or able to collect that. So there's 2 away here as Miley's come in and gotten 2 outs. You see, we talked about Torres. He was acquired from the Cubs back in 2016. That one way wild by Miley. That one wasn't even close. It'll go in as a wild pitch on the stat sheet, but it's not going to hurt you. Not going to hurt the team, at least. Maybe make you feel silly on the highlights. 2-0 pitch on the way from Miley. And that's going to find Aquino's glove. And the inning's over, but Aaron Hicks hits a big 2-run home run here in the 6th. Gives the Yankees 2 more. We're through 6. It's the Yankees 9 and the Reds 3. So leading off here in the 7th inning for the Reds is Nicholas Castellanos. He comes in with, he's 0 for 2 with the ground out and the strikeout. Garrett Cole still going strong here, showing no signs of letting up. And that one's hit high. Going to drop for a base hit. I didn't know really what that was going to do.
He's in there. He's safe.
They must have had him over shift because that hung up there for a while. That's going to be one of the easier doubles he's ever got. Yeah, you take a look there. Look there at the left screen there, but you just missed it. The right fielder was camped nearly out in center field. If he's played even just a somewhat less dramatic of a shift, that's an out. But that could be just what the Reds need here, as that one comes inside for ball 1. And you see Aquino is 0 for 1, but he got a walk and he scored back in that 3rd inning. So 1-0 pitch now. Cole delivers, and that's going to get foul on the right side. Evens the count at 1. So Aquino goes outside the zone and swings for strike 2. Aquino really burst onto the scene last year. Got all those home runs in August, but then he really tailed off in September. But, I don't think he's as bad as he was in September, but he's probably not as good as he was in August, as Aquino swings and misses there for the first out of the inning, and Cole gets his 11th strikeout of the game, as we'll take a look at the replay here. Pretty good pitch as he got it in on Aquino's hands. So that's the first out of the inning, and Tucker Barnhart coming to the plate. He has a home run on the day, 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. Swing and a miss by Barnhart, so the count moves to 0-1. Barnhart figured to be the everyday catcher, but he's kind of platooned as he gets the righties mostly. He had the day off yesterday with the lefty Jordan Montgomery, as that one comes over the plate for strike 2. So he platoons the catcher spot. Here's the pitch, as that one hit Barnhart, so that's getting on the hard way, but nonetheless getting on first base. So with 1 out, Cole beans Tucker Barnhart, so that'll bring up Nick Senzel, who's got a chance to extend this inning. So Senzi coming up, he's 1 for 1 with the single in the 5th. 267 batting average on the season, as Cole is up to 97 pitches, so he is going strong, but this could be his last inning of work here, as Senzel goes outside of the zone for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Senzel goes again outside of the strike zone. And that quickly brings the count to 0-2. And Senzel looked silly on that at bat as he swung at 3 pitches he didn't have any business swinging at. As we'll take a look at the replay here, Cole has been very effective today, as that's his 11th strikeout on the afternoon. Gives the Yankees 2 outs here, and the lineup turns over to Shogo. So here's the Cole pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Got to lay off those ones out of the zone. Got to lay off those ones out of the zone. I repeat, have to lay off those ones out of the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Knuckleball. That one wasn't out of the zone, but it was a good pitch anyway. So 0-2 pitch on the way. Be careful. It's inside for ball 1. So Cole gets a side. Here's the delivery. And that nearly hit Shogo. Cole's a bad man, and he's probably sending a message to Shogo there, maybe. So 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Shogo goes down on strikes. The Reds don't get any runs. We move to the bottom of the 7th. It's the Yankees 9 and the Reds 3. And we're going to pause here as we're going to have our own little version of the 7th inning stretch. So don't go away. I'm happy all of you are listening. I'm going to go take a break here to get something to wet the whistle. So be right back here in a second. So we're back here as we move to the bottom of the 7th. And they're going to get, looks like Amir Garrett's going to come up here and start getting ready in the bullpen. But it's tough day for the Reds as they trail this one 9-3 here in the 7th inning. It's been a lot of long balls for the Yankees. As Miley delivers, that's into the gap there for a base hit, so a leadoff single for the Yankees. So how many long balls, I'm trying to think here, how many long balls have the Reds given up today? Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I believe they've given up 4. This is a very good hitting team, and you had to figure that you didn't get maybe their best punch last night, but it was coming. You just kind of want to hope that you could maybe punch back with them a little bit, but that was in there for strike 2. I mean, these guys come in at 16-4, so I mean they're a very strong baseball team. This could be, this could be a 100-win baseball team this year. 0-2 pitch on the way from Miley. Here it comes. And that's going to split the gap for at least a double. We'll see if the runner's going to score as he's making the turnaround third. And he's going to score. They're going to throw it in there. And the Yankees lead by a touchdown. 10-3 our score as Miguel Andujar gets the RBI double, and the Yankees continuing to pour it on the Reds here this afternoon. They must be angry about yesterday's game as they've come out and brought their hitting shoes today. That'll bring up Luke Voigt. That one's down low for ball one. So the count moves to 1-0 on Luke Voigt. 1 for 3 with a single back in the third. That was grounded over to Senzel, who flips over to Votto. And there's one out here in the inning. So tomorrow will be the third game of this set, and it's looking like it'll be the rubber match if the score holds up. I know that the Reds will have not Sonny Gray, they'll have Trevor Bauer on the mound. I'm not sure who the Yankees will have. We'll have to look that up. Well, we'll get you that one before the end of the game. Here's a Miley pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike, so they'll even up the count at 1. 10-3 Yankees lead here in the 7th. Here's the pitch, and it's inside and low for ball one on Gary Sanchez. Here's the pitch, and that's down low for ball two. You got Brett Gardner lurking. He's a Brett Gardner lurking, and he is a triple away from the cycle today. But you know what they say, that's always the tough one to get. So there's been many players that have been a triple away from the cycle and don't get it, as that one crosses the plate to take the count to full, 3-2. Let's see if Miley can put him away here. Swing and a miss. So Miley does put him away. He gets his first strikeout, and that'll bring the second out of the inning as Brett Gardner comes up to the plate here. You see he has the home run, the double, and the single, triple away from the cycle. Like to keep him that way. So here's the pitch. And that's fouled away as he drops down to a knee. It's allowed. Strike one. Here's the pitch. That's just outside for ball one, so the count evens at 1. So Miley gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. So the count moves to 1-2. Miley away, 1 strike away from getting out of this one. Here's the pitch. And that's the line, but caught by Castellanos. And the inning's over, but Miguel Andujar gets the big double. Splitting the gap there to see the replay. We're through 7 innings. It's the Yankees 10 and the Reds 3. So we move to the 8th inning as Zach Britton going to come in. So Cole's day is done for the Yankees. He gave up the 3 runs. Jesse Winker is going to lead it off here in the 8th inning, and he'll be the first to face Zach Britton. As Winker had a single back in the 5th inning. 10-3 Yankees as we're in the 8th. And swing and a miss by Winker, so the count moves to 0-1. Zach Britton, another one of those big arms out of the bullpen that the Yankees have. He used to pitch for the Orioles and signed, I want to say, back in 2018, I think, maybe 19. Oh, on the way, here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Britton quickly gets ahead 0-2. Boy, this Yankees team, you just look up and down this lineup and up and down this pitching staff, just the talent they have. And this team could really go far this year. We'll see how they do as that one dances low for ball one. Got a lot of talent. Swing and a miss, strike three, so Winker goes down for out number one here in the inning. But going back to the Yankees, as we'll get a replay here, and you see a good pitch there by Zach Britton. Going back to this Yankees team, though, they're oozing with talent. Last year, they got themselves into Game 7. Last year, I guess that'd be 2019. Got themselves into Game 7 against the Astros as Votto comes up empty on that. His count goes to 0-1. This Yankees has just missed out on a couple of trips to the World Series, as that one is a swing and a miss by Votto. Take the count to 0-2. And both times that they missed out, it was the Astros, which we all know the sign stealing scandal they were involved in. As Votto takes for inside for ball one. But so the Yankees, I mean, I don't know. Do they feel that maybe they've been cheated? I don't know. Swing and a miss by Votto. Second out of the inning. As that'll bring up Eugenio Suarez. We get a replay on here. He just swung out of the zone. Been doing that all day, too. Not just Votto. That's the whole team's been doing that all day. So 2 outs and Suarez coming to the plate. Here's the pitch. And that's down low for ball one. I got to imagine, though, if you're the Yankees, you got to feel a little bit cheated, you know, as the Dodgers did. Although the Dodgers got redemption like this past season in the COVID short season. Swing and a miss by Suarez. But the Yankees got to feel a little cheated as they came up and faced the Astros 2 times in the ALCS. And we're down 2 times. Now, you can't automatically make the correlation that just because the Astros were involved in the sign stealing cheated, that's the why they won. As that one swung on a miss by Suarez for strike 2. Yeah, it's an easy correlation to make, but you can't automatically just assume that. It's not like the Astros were a bad team as Suarez goes down on strikes. I'll finish that point here on the other side. So the Reds go down 1-2-3 here in the 8th. We move to the bottom half. It's the Yankees 10 and the Reds 3. Aaron Hicks going to lead it off here in the 8th inning. But let's go back to my point. You know, everybody wants to say that, well, the Astros cheated and they wouldn't have won this and they wouldn't have won that. Well, you can't really necessarily say that, as we're going to get a pitching change here. Amir Garrett's going to get some work in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
as the Yanks find themselves ahead 10-3.
number 50.
So it'll be up for Garrett to just kind of keep your mind focused. Don't look at the score and just pitch like it's a tie ball game or you're up by a run. As he delivers the first pitch for a strike. But back to my point on the Astros, you know, you can't just assume that just because they got caught cheating that they wouldn't have won a World Series. We don't know that, but nonetheless, what they did was wrong, and it should be punished. And it kind of seems, though, that the manager and the general manager, this is just my opinion, not me talking here, we're in a 10-3 route, let's just kind of talk here. It would seem to me that those two guys really took the fall. Why were no players suspended? Because obviously, and this one's popped up to Barnhart, let's see if he has a play on it. He does, and there's one away. But I don't know. I mean, I kind of look at the Astros and I ask myself, you know, why were no players punished in this? Why was it just a manager that was fired and a general manager that was fired? That was fouled away. And there was a lot of anger. I mean, there was a lot of anger. Like, for instance, some pretty outspoken players. I believe Clayton Kershaw had some things to say. And I know there was some more, but a lot of players, you know, when you play a game, you want the the playing field to be level. Now, nothing in life's ever perfect, and there's always going to be ways to buck the system, to cheat, what have you, but when you get caught, it seems to me that there needs to be some kind of punishment, and for the Astros to just simply not walk away with the punishment kind of baffles. Count runs full on Tyler Wade. So, I mean, in the meanwhile, though, you know, as we went into last season, rings up there for strike 3. He looked right at it. So Garrett collects his first strikeout. And that'll bring on Gio Urshela. But back to my point about the Astros, you know, they were, prior to COVID hitting us, they were a marked team. As that line up the middle for a base hit. So a little 2-out trouble here for the Reds as Urshela lines a hard single up the middle. As we'll get a look at that replay, as you can see, kept the hands back and mashed the ball into the outfield. So that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Like to see Garrett keep this thing close as the throw down to Votto, but he wasn't even standing on the bag, so you weren't going to get him out. Torres is hitting 246. The thing about the sign stealing,
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
the thing that, you know, the tap on the bucket or the garbage can, whatever it was, you know, let's be honest here. They're not the only team that was cheating.
I got 3-0.
And so, you know, for everybody to yell, and the Astros are the ones that got caught red-handed. And that's because somebody ratted them out. I can't remember the pitcher on the A's. And somebody on here that, listen, you can feel free to chime in as Garrett issues the 4-pitch walk to Torres. So 2-out trouble continues for the Reds. And that'll bring on Giancarlo Stanton with the 349 average. He got a home run today, so be careful here if you're Giancarlo Stanton. That one gets away for ball 1. Yeah. So count moves to 1-0. I'm going to take a little pause here. They got somebody passing through. Been a tough day for the Reds today as they're trailing 10-3. But we'll do it again tomorrow and see if we can win this series. Oh, that was close there. Thought that might have been a strike. What do you think? I got the shrug shoulder. I got my daughter sitting here next to me. That one's way high for ball 3. So the count's 3-0 on Stanton. So Garrett's going to have to buckle down. He doesn't. It's just another 4-pitch walk, so I think they're leaving Garrett in here, though, and they're going to say, hey, big boy, we're down 10-3. We don't want to burn through our bullpen because we got a big game tomorrow, and we got a big series coming up against the Cardinals this week. So we've got to get you to pitch. So, big boy, if you don't want your stat line looking bad, get the outs. Ain't that right? Huh? All right. So bases are loaded. All this has happened with 2 outs. And that was in there for a strike. So Garrett getting ahead of Andujar. 0-1 the count. Be careful here because, like I said, as that dance is low, Garrett's been a little wild today. Got to get you a headset. Let you talk sometime. Huh? I didn't even eat chicken today. I had pork chops tonight. That's in there for a strike, so the count moves to 1-2. Fried up some pork chops tonight, actually. They were very, delicious. What'd you think, Gracie? They were what? He's complaining about my cooking. That one's going to get foul. So the count moves to 1-2. I thought they were good. 1-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. That's poked foul. Going to tag the runner. Makes the play. And the inning's over. So, hey, Garrett, they told him, big boy, you want to get out of this inning, you're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. And he did it. So, claps for Garrett. We moved in the ninth, though. It's all Yankees, 10-3.
Leading off for
That smell like
the
chicken.
second baseman.
I'm being told I smell like chicken. So you could tell that we've got the amateur hour here because, and I guess you can argue that anytime I'm on here, it's amateur hour. It's 10-3. It's late. I'm tired. And the Yanks are absolutely killing us here. Mustaka's up the bat. Don't want to waste these at bats as they count on your stats. Right? Right. 1-0 count on Moustakas. Here comes the pitch, and it's outside for ball 2 as Zach Britton's in for his second inning of work here for the Yanks. We'll have game 3 tomorrow of the series as Trevor Bauer will be going. We'll look up, before we get off of here tonight, we'll look up and see what the pitching matchup is, who's going to be pitching for the Yankees. 2-1 pitch on the way from Britton. Here it comes. And that one's foul on the third base side. So the count moves to 2-2. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 3. Nicholas Castellanos on deck. So full count here. Let's see if Moustakas can get on base. He fouls that one away, so the count remains full at 3-2. Now it's a splitter there by Britton. Swing and a miss, strike 3, so he cannot get on base as Britton collects his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Moustakas is victim, and there's one away. And Nicholas Castellanos coming to the plate here in the top of the 9th. They have a 10-3 Yankee lead. Aaron Boone's got to be pretty happy with his team's performance today as they went deep 4 times. Castellanos up here as he takes outside for ball 1. Rubber match tomorrow. Maybe a little revenge for the Reds as Castellanos swings and misses for strike 1. The story of this one, though, Bivens on the mound just didn't have it as he gave up the 7 runs.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
He gave up the 7 runs, 6 earned. It's by far his worst start of the season. Now, coming into this game, he had 3 very solid starts, but just wasn't meant to be today. 1-2 pitch on the way. That's swing and a miss. That was a swing like I want to get done with this game right here as Britton picks up his 5th strikeouts, and there's quickly 2 away here in the 9th. And the last hope for the Reds will be Aristides Aquino. So Aquino comes up. Here's the pitch. As that just hits the inside corner of the plate for a strike, so the count moves to 0-1. Aquino 0 for 2 today with a walk. Scored a run as well. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it is. Swing and a miss by Aquino, so the count moves to 0-2. Reds down to their last strike. Britt gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and this ball game is over as Aquino goes down on strikes, and the Reds will fall victim to the New York Yankees by the final score of 10-3. The Yankees put on their hitting shoes today, folks, as they had 4 home runs in this game, and well, you know, 2 stories. They hit the 4 home runs, but starting pitching, they buried Bivens back in that 3rd inning. So the Yankees even up the series at 1. Rubber match tomorrow, as we'll go over the deets here, and then we'll get you tomorrow's pitching matchup. So we'll take a look here. Our player of the game, though, it's Aaron Hicks. He got this party started with a big 3-run home run. At the time, remember, the Yankees were down 2-0, and then he blasted that long, no doubt, 3-run homer, and that would give the Yankees the 3-2 lead, and they would never look back. As the final score here is 10-3. Yankees win. So let's get some details for you real quick. Your winner tonight is Garrett Cole. He goes 7 innings with the 5, only giving up the 5 hits, 13 big Ks, only gave up the 3 runs. The loser is Steve Bivens. He goes 3 2/3 innings, gives up the 9 hits, only gets the 2 strikeouts, but pretty rough stat line as he gives up the 7 earned runs, and he was chased early, and so he's going to get hung with the loss. And of course, Aaron Hicks, the player of the game. So before we go here, let's get into tomorrow's pitching matchup, as we'll take a look at some notables. Tucker Barnett had a good game, though, for the Reds, as he had the 2 at-bats and the 2 hits. The 2 hits and 2 at-bats, and he scored the 2 runs. He hit that big 2-run homer to get the fun started early. So pitching matchup for tomorrow, it'll be Trevor Bauer, who comes in sporting that .491 earned run average and the 1-2 record in 22 innings. He'll take on Luis Severino, who's 2-1 with the .257 earned run average. So should be a good game tomorrow. So come on, tune in, and if you got some moments, should be on tomorrow night, about 8 o'clock or so, maybe a little bit earlier. As once again, the final score, the Yankees are victorious as they defeat the Cincinnati Reds by the final score 10-3. Well, I want to thank everybody for listening tonight. For all of you that joined in, we had a few technical difficulties, but we made it through. So this is Bib June here, signing off. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining in. Thank you for listening to my stream on Twitch, and I'll see you tomorrow night for Game 3, the rubber match of this series between the Yankees and the Reds. So for myself, I bid you all a farewell and a good night. Hope everybody enjoyed the game, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.